Welcome everyone to Coffee with the President. We're here at NYFA. Very honored to have the President, New York Film Academy here, Michael Young. Thanks for having a little coffee.
Thank you,
It
Alex.
is good to be. It is really, we've had such an awesome week. Not just myself personally, I'm loving every second of this, but the whole crew and everyone. It's just so, we're here at their LA campus. There's many campuses, as you'll learn in the episode. We're at the LA campuses. You're right next to Burbank and Universal Studios, and just your students are in. Yeah, we're in a studio right now.
Exactly. Yeah, we're in Burbank Studios. Students were shooting here the other day. It's incredible. I'm having a great week too, I have to say.
I mean,
it's a lot of fun.
The students seem like they have, like, I don't know, just everything at their fingertips there.
Yeah.
So what are you most excited about of what you're doing here? Because I don't even know where to start with this interview, because it's like, this is real students getting to get real hands-on experience, like making TV and film and game and everything.
Well, that was the whole original concept. You know, we wanted to bring people in who had a passion to tell stories, wanted to get into this industry, and to give them a place where they could do it, really do that work, like basically from the first day they come to class. And to do it in a place like a location like this, in New York City, Miami, you know, we even have programs overseas, Australia, in Italy. You know, we've really brought this approach to people around the world, and then people around the world come to NYFA. It is amazing. You know, we've had 160 countries represented at NYFA. It's like there's not a place you could come from that wouldn't have had a student here.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I mean, let's take a few minutes, because this is really cool. You're going to learn about it in the episode, but we got the president here to talk about it. I mean, so you got New York, you got LA, you have Miami, but let's talk about each one of these each one of these locations, because you're going to see in the episode, you're just pulling students from everyone's being like a magnet to to the school. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, you know, you'll see, as you'll see in the episode, students come from everywhere, all over this country, all over the world. They come together and they work together in the program. They form working groups that go throughout the whole program. So when I come out, I might want to keep working with you. Like, you're going to shoot my movies forever. So that happens in our programs. You know, students, as they're learning their craft, as they're figuring out what is it that I'm really good at, what do I really love, how could I imagine a life doing this, they find people to do it with. They have faculty who are industry professionals. You know, NYFA was created by filmmakers, actors, created by working practitioners. Yes, we're teaching all the critical academic skills that you need to learn in college, but it's coming from a place of artists who are sharing their knowledge and trying to bring the next generation, you know, into the industry and change the industry.
Yeah, we were talking prior to filming this. You know, I read your letter, kind of like you know, on about just what you're doing here and the excitement. It's just, and one of the most important aspects is like working together.
Yes,
you know, and I feel like the students are doing that right off the bat here, and that is a life skill that you're definitely going to work in any different area of the film, television, music business. You're going to, or you might not like each other, but you still got to get that thing over the goal line. So I'd love to how you just have your thoughts to the audience of how do you get them working right out of the gates.
I'm going to try to answer that. But also, you made me think of something, which is, you know, you might go through a program. You know, some of our programs are a month, a year. They're not all degree programs, but you might come out of a program and be, I'm going to be a lawyer. And that's okay, because to the parents out there, students at NYFA are learning skills. Yes, they're focusing on creating movies, projects, performing in them, but the skills they're learning apply far beyond media. And the media industry is so huge. There's so many ways to work in that industry. So yes, you find your passion, you find people to work with, you try to make that keep happening, and that's what you want to do when you graduate. But my point I'm trying to make is these skills, leadership, collaboration, creative problem solving, these really apply. These are soft skills that apply, you know, in almost any profession.
Absolutely. And I love what you talked about. It's sometimes, especially in this business, you know, it's almost important to figure out what you don't like. That's almost just as valuable as it's a tough business. But it's the most amazing business. Spent, you know, the last few decades of my life in this business. There's nothing better, I think, imagine your time. But trying to figure out what you like, what you don't like, and the fact that you're getting to, you know, this is the place to figure all that out.
Yeah, and you said earlier, we're doing it from the beginning, from the very first day of class. The students learn the camera. Let's say you're in a filmmaking program. They're learning how to use that camera in the first week. They're shooting something by the end of the first week. And the way you learn, the way you develop in any of these crafts is through iteration, through practice, discipline. In some places, you're only going to make one film, or you're only going to act in one big performance. At NYFA, our whole concept is you've got to keep doing it and realizing, hey, this is something I need to work on more. Here's something I do really well. Let me refine that. That's how someone becomes a practitioner. That's how you become a professional. So we want that to happen at NYFA as much as is possible, and for students to go out there really with confidence when they get the opportunity. When they get the opportunity to do this out there in the world, they can draw on that experience and those skills, real world skills, real world experience that they had at NYFA.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm thinking while you're talking too, because of my advice that I give my niece, who's wanting to be in the film and television business. I say that a lot. I'm like, find something that you like or what you want to do. You got to do that thing over and over and over again. You know, I don't hear it a lot, but it's true. It's like you got to just kind of, that's when you start. It's the minutia that helps you. Get to that next level.
Exactly right, but it's also not. I think it's repetition, but it isn't boring because every time there are. What I was saying earlier, creative problem solving. That is so exciting. Finding, you lose your location. How is the story going to be told in a different place? I don't have the diner. So how am I going to tell this somewhere else? I lost my lead actor. Okay, now it's being recast, completely different kind of actor, and I have to think about what's the heart of this story.
By the way, everything he's saying will happen. This will happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's going to 100% happen.
And that's the beauty of it, because sometimes those unexpected things are what result, because you're figuring out a creative problem, you're fixing it, and you realize, oh, that's what that moment's really about in my story. And now it really comes out because you were challenged. You didn't have everything. You didn't have the helicopter, so I had to find another way to get that perspective, and I see something different. So that's really, I think, the excitement, part of the excitement of the doing of it. It isn't just about the product that comes to the audience, which is so important. Obviously, we want that, but for the actor, for the filmmaker, for the performer, it's that experience, the doing of it, the collaborating, that process. That is really, there's nothing like it, in fact.
Michael, your excitement and energy is like, it's awesome. You can feel your excitement for what you're doing here, and it shows in the students, and everyone's going to watch in this episode. Thanks for having a little coffee. Thanks for opening up, your institution here and letting us kind of, do an episode on it. It's really cool what you're doing.
Well,
really
it was
exciting.
so fun for me, and I know you're going to love our students. And
I already do.
Come on back.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thanks a lot. All right, everyone, take care.